All right. What is going on, y'all? Jason, of course, Miss Brooke over here at Cog Hill Farm. Hope y'all having a wonderful morning this morning. We're getting the animals taken care of, and I gotta tell y'all about a little unexpected situation that's gonna set us back a little bit. So I've been over here with the horses, getting those guys out and about this morning, taking care of them. Brooke went over to the barn and is taking care of everybody over there. We knew we had to put some hay in the cow pasture, and I'm hoping that she left the cows locked up. And the cows aren't the only ones. They're gonna need some hay this morning. We gotta get the horses too, don't we, girl? Oh, if you did miss Brooke's video where we didn't put the cows up and tried to put the hay out, well, let's just say it wasn't fun. Well, I guess it kind of was fun, but we don't want to do it again, do we, Holly?
I guess this girl's ready for some hay. I think she thinks she's gonna unwrap it for everybody. Matilda! Come on, girl. There you go. Woo! It's hay day. You do that too, Moody. I had to zoom out to get all of you in the picture. Oh my goodness. I pity Jason. He's the one that's got to take the string off. He doesn't know it yet, though. Look at her. Look at her go. We're just going to keep on moving, slow and steady. With the big boy in front. He'll stop this tractor. This tractor don't have the horsepower Moody does. Of course, I'm not going to hurt them, but I do wish they would move out of the way.
All right, girl, come on. Come on. Let's get these cows taken care of. Come on in here. Come on. That sounds like they're put up. Thank goodness. I knew Brooke wouldn't have made that mistake. No. Not after last time, right, Brown Brown? Not after last time. All right, let's get our hay cutter here. And, oh yeah, they're put up. They're put up. You can see there's big man on campus over there. There's Matilda. And then we got Mildred and T-Rex Tater right over here. And make sure that fence is cut off. Yep, we're set to highway to heaven. Fence is off. Brooke is on the way over. We're coming, Tater. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. Y'all about need some hay too, don't you? Y'all got a little bit left though. We're gonna let y'all finish that on up right there before we get y'all any more. I'm coming, Tater. Well, Brooke's coming with the hay. I'm just the cutter. Yeah. Brooke's gonna handle getting it over here. As y'all can see, well, between us, we didn't actually think we were going to cancel the live stream yesterday. Well, not yesterday, day before yesterday. We didn't know it was going to rain that much, to be honest with you, at all. I mean, we got here at our farm, we got right at 6.5 inches of rain between the day prior. Well, it didn't even rain that day. It was that evening, and then all day yesterday. It was, whew, and it was coming down. And it was one of those situations, and these weather patterns are the ones that scare me, because this was one of those weather patterns that they were saying we were going to get some rain, and we did. We got the rain, but there really wasn't no sense of urgency with any severe weather. You know, Ryan Hall wasn't on streaming. We didn't have any weathermen popping up on the TV station. I didn't get any alarms going off on my phone. We got all that set up. No weather alarms. We got all that set up because we live here in the deep south, and you know, you always got to be on your P's and Q's when they tell you that bad weather's coming. But they really didn't tell us bad weather's coming because it didn't look like it was going to be that bad. But there were several spin-up tornadoes, including our hometown of Selma, Alabama. Once again, I don't know what's going on with our little town over there, but this wasn't the big, massive tornado that wiped out, it seems like, half the city a few years back. But it was some small little tornadoes that just spun up, and several people took some direct hits over there. As of right now, there wasn't anybody hurt or anything like that, just a lot of property damage. So yeah, we're grateful in that sense that we didn't really have any damage here at all. We got a little windy, we got lots of rain. The rain we actually needed, and because they have been saying this was the second driest December on record for the area, almost the entire state, honestly. Yeah, those spin-up tornadoes are hard to predict when it's just, you know, the weather coming through. It was a line of storms. Usually when it's a straight line like that, that usually doesn't produce tornadoes. But every now and then you get one of those crazy ones, and it happens. You know, it happened last year right down the road from us. Just one little spin-up tornado popped up. They're not big, but they're still scary and they're still dangerous. And those are the ones that always worry me because there's no prediction. You know, the weather center or your weathermen are not out there saying, hey, look, you got several minutes. There's a tornado on radar. Go get in your safe place. And you know, those quick ones don't. It's just touches down, maybe lasts for a minute, and then it's gone. But it can do a ton of damage in that 1 minute. We're getting it. We're getting it. You just gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. Just like Guns N' Roses said, Tater. Zero patience. You do know that fussing at me over there is not gonna make this go any faster now. I'm just gonna tell you. It's not no faster whatsoever. You know, it is what it is, girlfriend. But we were affected by the weather in a different way. And if I don't get this hay taken care of, you know, I'll tell y'all when we get done with this, before I get fired. I'm never gonna see that 25-cent raise if y'all don't chill out over there now. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm definitely glad I don't have any Moody help, I'll tell you that. All right. I know who's gonna be first, I can tell you that. I know who's first. No doubt Miss Thing's gonna be over there first. No doubt about it that she's gonna be first. Oh, Matilda. Yep. Sure is. Here comes little man. Here comes Mildred. And big man on campus, he's still over there resting. He got his belly full this morning already, I reckon. All right, we gotta go get the horses. One other thing, y'all. Temperature change. It was in the 70s yesterday. It's been in the 60s at night. Was in the 60s when we went to bed last night. Woke up this morning, 34. That was one heck of a temperature swing, but I guess that's what that rain brought in. Come on, girl. Brought that cool weather in. We got the Secret Service out here this morning, guarding the barn. You know they gotta be, well, close to Brooke some kind of way. Let me say this though. I would like to thank every single one of y'all for checking out the new kids video that came out on Friday. And thank y'all again for understanding the new thing where if I'm going to do a kids video, I may have to miss one video that week off the main channel or Brooks channel. And I appreciate y'all because I didn't post a video Friday on the main channel, but we did get a video posted on the children's channel. So if that's something that you missed, go check it out. Just look for Cog Hill Farm for kids and it will come up. I got to be careful. It's on. As long as they don't touch the gate, I'm good. It's gonna touch the gate. Hang on. No, gosh darn it. It's gonna touch the gate. I'm just gonna have to, hopefully I don't get shocked. The wind just slammed the gate into the side-by-side, y'all. We're getting you some hay though, Big Daddy. Yeah, we're gonna get you fixed up. There y'all go. Happy hay day. I'm gonna let Brooke out that other gate. That way I can at least cut the fence off. Oh goodness. Oh yeah. Oh, I was worried. I shouldn't have. I'm going to remember that next time. I was worried that this was touching the gate and was electrifying it, but it gets its power from this side, right here. So when I disconnected it, this side was not hot. Note to self, remember that next time, because if it touches the gate, it's not hot. Over there one time, the power wire was on this gate and I didn't know it. And I grabbed that gate. Let's just say I may have gotten me some superhero powers for a brief second there. And I probably needed to go down to the river and get baptized because I may have said something that I probably shouldn't have. But talking about the kids channel, and I think some of y'all may have gotten confused or didn't catch the video prior. We're not stopping any other videos. We're continuing on our main channel, Brooks channel. The live streams, we just had a storm system come through and we couldn't do a live. We were a little, you know, on guard there. And it was raining so hard that you couldn't hear us inside the house because of our tin roof. And we only missed that one video, that one Friday video. So we're not quitting any of the channels. Just that I may miss a video or two when it comes time for me to get a kids video out there. All right, we gotta let Brooke out. Gotta let Brooke out. I'm gonna cut the fence off this time. All right, fence off. Now, we're good. No Electric Avenue today. Nope, not at all. That sun comes on out, I'm gonna have to take my jacket off. I know I'm gonna put it back on when the wind starts blowing. Right, girl? Now, let me go show y'all and tell y'all about, I think we're gonna have to retract some big news for now. I'll explain. Well, y'all, about a week and a half ago, it's about a week ago, I made a big announcement. We are having a land management company come in to help us thin this forest area out so we can get a grip on it for sure. And that was, we were about to start, or having a land company come over that we're friends with to come over and start thinning out this overgrowth, dying forest area we got here and try to help get this back thriving again. Speaking of thriving, can y'all see this crazy thing? Hang on, let me show y'all. Oh, oh yeah, I bet you just got my seat completely covered in mud. I bet you. As soon as I start walking down there, she's gonna do it again. I'm not gonna be able to catch her. Here she comes. Let's see if we can catch her. She's so fast. Then she just stops. As soon as I start filming her, she stops. Oh goodness. Anyways, we had our friends, they were gonna come over and start thinning out this mess, this overgrown mess we have here, or in our forest area. And there she goes. In the creek. And out of the creek. Well, y'all, they were going to start last week sometime. And he came by, he sent me a text, said, hey Jason, I'm coming, I want to flag some stuff, look at some stuff, and we're coming the next day, we're gonna start bringing equipment. And so he did, he came by, and about an hour later, he said he needed to talk to me about something. That something was this, and this is prior to yesterday. He said, Jason, we came by here in November-ish. I think it was November, early December. That's when they came and looked at the property. And at the time, we were ready to go. We looked at your property, everything was fine. He said, but your water table has risen dramatically. Even though this has been the second driest December on record in our area, is what I was thinking. He said it has really, really risen. Now, we have a lot of underground springs in this bottom, and we've discussed this before. And me and him discussed this, and he knew all that. But what has happened, and this is prior to yesterday, we got 6.5 inches of rain yesterday, so now it's really bad. And I'm kind of glad it may have worked out like it has. But he said there's no way, well, I take that back. He said we can come in here and just do the front half, which is roughly 7 acres. And I don't think I can get the crew to come back and do the backside of the property. Or if we did, it may be a long time from now. But there's still a lot of underground springs and spring heads that have popped up because the water table has risen. But we could try to get that first 7 acres, and there's 20 acres here. That first 7 acres cleaned up. He said that's number one. Number two is, let's just wait. If you want to clear it all, like you're really wanting to do, let's just wait until this water table goes back down. He said, because if we come in here now, it is going to be a absolute nightmare of a mess. It just is. It's just way too many underground springs and spring heads in here. And it is going to be a colossal mess if we get in there. I was already leaning towards, let's just wait. So I asked my buddy, I said, all right, Alan, What do you think? What would you do if this was your property? And he said right off the bat, I would wait. Because, I mean, this side is just as bad. I mean, why just do half of it? And that's the way I was leaning. And I told him, I said, I absolutely agree with that. So let's just wait. If it's been anything like it has the last 2 years, we're not gonna have that much rain. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna wait. Now, the crew he's got coming was in the area. And since this was just only, just say 20 acres, that's not really a big enough job to bring a whole entire quote unquote logging crew. But what was happening is that he had another job in this area. So it justified him to be able to come over here and do our property and another job. And that's why they wanted to do it then. So now we got to wait on two things. We got to wait on drier weather, and we got to wait on for the crew to have another job in the area to justify bringing all that equipment and everything over here to take care of this property without charging an astronomical amount of money. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to wait. We're just going to be patient, and we're going to wait. Like I told him, we've been waiting 4 years, so what's, a few more months, right? And I want it done right. I don't want to half do it. You know what I mean? I want it done right. I don't want to, come in and say, hey, go ahead and do half of it, and a year from now have, regret saying, why didn't we just wait a few more months and get the whole thing done like we wanted it to? And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait. I don't know when that's going to be. He doesn't know when that's going to be. And it may be 4 months from now. It may be 9 months from now. It may be 2 months from now. I don't know. But as soon as this clears up, dries out, and he's got another job close enough to swing by here and knock this one out too at the same time, then that's what we're going to do. I can't be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? I can't tell T-Rex Tater that she's got to be patient, that I can't move any faster, I can't rush any faster, and I not take the same, advice, right? Oh, goodness. But I wanted to give y'all an update on what's happening with our land restoration, and that's what I'm going to call it. We're going to try to restore this back to the way it is supposed to be and make it a thriving, living Alabama forest area for the wildlife, for the trees and the plants included, for all that. And it's just going to have to wait a few more months. No big deal. I know 1000% my seat's nasty now. You gonna drive, I'm gonna sit in the back. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Holly, it's soaking wet. Look at this. It's not even showing on camera. I don't know if I even got a paper towel, Holly. What in the world? Maybe that'll work. Goodness gracious, girl. Use something. I mean, there's water everywhere. What, did you shake off in here? Goodness gracious. You may have to clean it up. You reckon? Oh, gosh. What am I going to do with it? Holly, how are we going to get out of here? Because we can't go forward anymore. It's too wet. We might have to reverse it all the way out, girl. One more thing I want to show y'all. This is our pond dam right here. Yeah, 6.5 inches of rain. Look at our pond. That's what 6.5 inches of rain will do for you right there. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's about 3/4 of the way. I take that back. It's probably about halfway full, I reckon. You can see the drain. It'll get all the way up to the drains where we want it. But, yeah. We got some water in the pond. Not exactly what we're wanting, but it's fixing to be the wet season for us. December generally is the wet season for us. So is January. So is February. But in March, it starts to clear on up. And it will start to warm up some. So I'm thinking probably after March, the pond will start going down and we can get started on the pond too. That's our plan. And if you don't know what we're going to do to the pond, our pond is leaking out the sides. It's just, our ground's too porous. You can see, let me show you. Look here, I'm right here by it. This is our ground right here. Look at this. Look at this. Once you get past a certain topsoil level, we're gravel and sand. And the ground's just not getting saturated enough to hold the water like we thought it would. So we're gonna come back in with some bentonite clay and put it out there. Bentonite clay. Oh no, 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 no. I didn't want her jumping up on me soaking wet as she is. Plus it's cold. She don't care. But the bentonite clay will swell up 10 times. I think that's correct. 10 times its size. And so that's why people use it for ponds. It's really excellent for ponds. So that's our plan with the pond. Once it gets good and dried up and things start turning in our direction, as in getting some stuff that needs to be done prior to the pond. The pond's kind of been put back on the back burner a little bit, but it will come up to the forefront fairly soon. And that's one thing that we plan on doing this year. I want to say next year. I'm still 2025, 2026. I'm still hadn't gotten those. Yeah. I need to put my jacket back on. The wind started blowing on us. She's over here panting, soaking wet. All right, big bump. Big bump. Oh man, I gotta keep this stall clean. Yep. You know, I wonder if I went on strike and didn't clean this stall, if I might could get that 25-cent raise. That is a thought, because this is the boss lady's stall. Or I guess she could just fire me and hire Caden in my place. I mean, think about that. Oh, goodness, peaches. Boss lady ready to go to bed. Well, y'all, you can see we are about to start harvesting and freeze drying calendula blooms. They are really putting on. Man, I better stay here and film long because that wind's blowing so hard, but we are really, really, really starting to put the blooms on, y'all. Goodness gracious. Even got a honeybee on this one. If he can hang on, buddy. Or sister, I should say. Hang on, girl. And y'all, I gotta show y'all something else. I wanted to show y'all that, but I want to show y'all this too. This is gonna make Brooke super happy. I may even go get her and bring her out here. But look at our broccoli. Look at that. We got broccoli coming up, but look at there. Goodness gracious. I know this week out here in the garden, we're gonna be harvesting a good little bit, and man, I'm anxious to try this purple broccoli. I hadn't had it yet. And I know Miss Laura is gonna be excited about the calendula. Whew, y'all, this wind is something else. But I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Catch you guys on the next one. And as always, y'all be good. Y'all stay warm and dry.